Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. So, you know the occasion why we are here. And we've met Lakshmi Ben and Kiran Bhai few years back in Global House in London, and then they've had interest in understanding what Brahma Kumaris is all about. So because they live in Leicester, so we had a little chat, and then we said, okay, we'll come over, and we came over here for 2 days, and then we had a marathon race of 7 days course. 7 days course is meant to be given in 7 days, 1 hour per day. It is about what is the philosophy of Brahma Kumaris, who are Brahma Kumaris, and various other philosophical and spiritual aspects. But we didn't have time, so we have run through the 7 days course in 2 days. And since then, Kiran Bhai and Lakshmi Ben, they are in touch. They have been doing and practicing what they have understood. I don't know what they have understood at that time. I definitely feel that they must have taken some time to get the knowledge synced in properly. But then it's been a constant effort, and since then we are in touch. And when we heard about Kiran Bhai has passed away, at that time we could not make it for the final rites because we were infected with corona. So, and we have come from Reading, which is Berkshire, 2 hours drive away from here, as you know. So we could not make it for that occasion. So we thought this is the right occasion, right time. So good things always happen on the right time. So there is no need to rush. So welcome to Baba's house. And I just want to quote one. You must have heard about Bhaja Govindam by Sri Shankaracharya, which says, Punarapi Jaranam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jathare, Jathare Sayanam, which means the human goes through the cycle of birth and death, and the soul sleeps in the tummy for certain months, and then again gets into the cycle of birth and death. We know that, and sometimes it becomes a bit difficult to accept, but that's the truth. But what we learn here at Brahma Kumaris is what happens during that cycle of birth and death, and how we deal with the concept or the aspect of birth and death. And if we can handle that, see, death is as natural as birth. That's it. Full stop. There is nothing to explain, there is nothing to prove. But what happens in between is what we deal with on a daily basis. That's what we call life. And how you deal with your life, what Baba says, what God says, is in our own hands. So I can't point fingers at somebody. Because of you, I have misery in my life. Because of you, I have pain in my life. Because of you, I have XYZ in my life. No. But then these are the stark realities of the life, but how we deal with it, how to deal with it, is what we learn in Brahma Kumaris. That is the philosophy behind this. We are not asking you to renounce or leave anything or everything, but we are only discussing, not even forcing you or pushing you to accept it and do it. We are only discussing why this happens and what is the solution for that. Like, we know the truth is birth and death, but we cannot stop. We cannot stop the birth. We cannot stop the death. Right? But then, can we handle it? Yes, we can handle it. How? Is what we learn in Brahma Kumaris. Maybe Induben will explain when she gets a chance during the rest of the program. But I want to remind now. So welcome once again, and thanks for joining this occasion. And let's send the vibrations of peace to the departed soul, so that the soul moves on in its future births. The departed soul of Kiran Bhai. Om Shanti. Thank you.
The British Isles, an ancient land with strong spiritual traditions, like a heartbeat, keeping rhythm with our deepest longings. Bridging these many paths, with the eternal wisdom of India, comes another voice, connecting humanity to the divine source, connecting us to each other, connecting us to ourselves, transforming individual lives, transforming communities, transforming our vision of a future world. The Brahma Kumaris, a worldwide spiritual movement led by women, is marking its 50th year in the UK. The story of the Brahma Kumaris. It was just such a calling which stirred in the heart of the founder of the Brahma Kumaris, Dada Lekhraj, who soon became known as Brahma Baba. The impulse for change came as a result of a series of visions he received, in which he saw how the world itself was to undergo a process of profound transformation. The changes that came about in Brahma Baba as a result soon brought about changes in others too, who likewise were feeling the urge for something new. The small group that formed around him, mostly women, became known as the Daughters of Brahma, the Brahma Kumaris. When the call came for someone to come to the West and share the vision of the Brahma Kumaris, it was Daddy Janki who stepped forward. With nothing more than a change of clothes, she left India for the first time. She had practically no formal education behind her and didn't even speak any English. What she did have, however, was an unshakable faith and an unbreakable love for God.
Change that you're having with others is creating something.
Sister Janti has witnessed firsthand how, with Daddy's presence in London, the Brahma Kumaris has grown from an apartment in a small terraced house to a purpose-built facility serving the whole of the UK, Europe and beyond. The Brahma Kumaris was established in 1937 in pre-partitioned India. It now has a presence in 110 countries through a network of over 4,500 centres and more than 1 million regular students worldwide. Soon after the establishment of the Brahma Kumaris in London and in 40 cities throughout the UK, meditation and retreat places were established throughout Europe. Today, more than 80 years later, it has grown into a worldwide spiritual organisation. The Brahma Kumaris has a global network of centres where spiritual support encourages innate potential to flourish.
The spiritual organisation invites people from all walks of life to come and learn the art of Raj Yoga meditation free of cost.
Meditation helps the soul to see with positive energy and sharing this positivity with others. Putting those positive qualities into practical actions, and with self-transformation, hope is created that eventually the world will become a positive place to live.
There is a purpose to the Brahma Kumaris being at the United Nations. And the purpose is to reaffirm faith in the dignity and worth of the human being. So the way we do this is that we bring to the table, we integrate into the programs of the United Nations a spiritual trajectory of awareness, attitude, vision, action as a subtle dynamic to transformation.
Over the years, the activities of the Brahma Kumaris have diversified with a number of international events, including projects like Million Minutes of Peace, Global Cooperation for a Better World, Peace in the Park festivals, and programs for young people and emerging leaders, Choose, Change and Become, Spotlight Values, and Om Cafe. The Brahma Kumaris also work in partnership with several other international projects, including Living Values Education, Images and Voices of Hope, and Spirit of Humanity Forum, as well as participating in the international events on climate change.
Wherever the Brahma Kumaris centers exist, they play a significant role in the community. Whether it's supporting people in the aftermath of a disaster, encouraging women to make positive changes to their lives, helping teenagers cope with the huge pressure of modern life, or just supporting individuals generally who wanting to grow and change within themselves. We are there to help. Whenever we can, we are there to serve.
Om Shanti. Today, we're especially getting together to honor a very special soul. And I've seen many faces at the funeral. I remember seeing quite a few of you. And one thing I would like to say about Kiran Bhai. It's okay if I call him Kiran Bhai, no? Because for me he's Bhai. Kiran Bhai, whoever he made friends with, they were faithful to him. They were loyal to him. He didn't have quantity, but definitely, very definitely, we can see quality. And Kiran Bhai was very fun-loving. And not only fun-loving, but I saw that he had a lot of love for his daughter. And you would have, those who know him would also know that. So now the question arises, after 1 year, what are we going to do? Because it's exactly 1 year, no? Since Kiran Bhai passed away. So what we are doing today is, you would call it sacred. There's no singing or dancing or bhajan or anything like that. But personally, privately, in the midst of so many, privately, we are going to send our pure wishes to the soul of Kiran Bhai, because it's common knowledge that the soul is immortal and eternal. So that soul is somewhere. It's in the body of a little baby, male or female, we don't know. But our connection is with that immortal energy, that fun-loving energy that Kiran Bhai was. And so, in order to do that, in order to send love and peace, I myself have to be in a state of love and peace. I cannot give something if I don't have it. It's not that I want love. Many people think that love is a commodity. You can give it or you can take it. No. Love is not a commodity. I would even go as far as saying that love is not even an emotion. Love is a very powerful energy. And the purer the love, the higher that energy level. So when it's an energy, it's not, I want love, or I gave you so much love and you don't value what I'm giving you, but I am love. I, the being, am love. And then when there's this, not just thought, when there's this awareness, then automatically I spread that into the atmosphere. I'm spreading it into the atmosphere, and if others want, they can receive, they can catch, because the soul has the ability to send out and to catch also. So today, this is exactly what we are doing. We are sending special vibrations to Kiran Bhai, and because that soul, that baby, is not very busy, it's not engrossed in, I have to do this, go here, do this. No, it's not engrossed in anything like that. Small babies aren't busy with emails and things to do and people to meet and places to go. So because it's not busy, it has the ability to catch. It's like when you're free, you can catch, you can absorb. When we're busy, we're engrossed, our thoughts are busy in other stuff, then we're not able to catch what vibrations are there. And so this is this whole process, you would call it invisible. You will think, what is happening? But something very sacred is happening. In a few minutes, we will be doing what is called offering bhog. Food has been prepared, especially for Kiran Bhai. And many of us know that Kiran Bhai was a foodie. Yeah, he loved food, no? He didn't just love food to eat it. A lot of people love food just to eat. But Kiran Bhai loved food to feed others. Yeah, he liked to feed others. Khilane mein usko bahut maza aata tha. So, whatever the sanskars, whatever the habits, whatever the personality of that soul, it stays. It's like a flower. You can remove the flower, but the fragrance stays. And so, for a long time, especially those, the closer you knew him, then that fragrance stays longer. Memories, impressions, interactions, we remember all of these things. And it's not a sin to remember good things about a person. If I can remember, or if I can think of someone's specialities, whether they are no longer with us or whether they are with us, because we remember those who have gone, plus we remember those who are still in our midst, who are still with us. But how should I remember them? Remember them with their speciality. This is called giving respect. I might not say it with words. I might not even have the words to say what I want to say, to say what I feel. But when we're offering bhog, we will do it in complete silence. 2 songs will play, or 1 song will play. And that is our special few minutes in which we communicate with the power of our thoughts with the soul of Kiran Bhai. Now, if I'm going to remember Kiran Bhai with sorrow or with guilt or with or with regret, that also reaches. That reaches. So it's up to me to be very careful how I remember a soul. If I'm just remembering a person, a soul, then it is possible that, like I said, guilt or regret or these kind of things, if they are there, then what's going to happen is I'm going to create what is called a karmic account. And in order to cancel that karmic account, in order to change my feelings, let's put a different energy in between. And that energy you are very familiar with. I don't think there's anybody in this hall, this room, who isn't aware of the energy called God. And today we have complete faith in God that whatever we feel for Kiran Bhai, it reaches that soul. Because now that soul is no longer known as Kiran Bhai. I know him as Kiran Bhai. You also know him as, maybe you have a pet name for him or a friend's name for him. Or maybe he was a friend of a friend. But we're going to visualize that soul. And it's a soul that we're sending vibrations to. It's a soul that we're sending our thoughts to. Now, what is the purpose of this? Does that soul need our vibrations? Does it need our energy of love and peace and all of these things? Yes. it needs it. It needs it because many reasons. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It needs it because Kiranbhai has gone away from everything that was familiar to Kiranbhai. Family, friends, familiar. There was a bond. And now, that soul has to make an effort to bond with its new family. So until that happens, until that bonding, until that belonging, until all of that happens, it's remembering its old family. It's remembering its old friends, its previous birth. This is why within this world cycle, within this drama, there is one safety catch. I'm calling it a safety catch, that a child, for at least 2 or 3 years, A, is not able to speak, but they can feel. And sometimes you will see they're crying for no reason. Why are they crying for no reason? Because the family that they've left behind are also crying. So there's a deep connection. Means if you've lived with somebody for so many years, if you're connected to somebody, not just connected, you're related. Mother, daughter, friend, husband, wife, there's a very deep connection. These are not ordinary relationships. These are not just passing relationships. They're very deep relationships. And so when that one is remembering you, you're feeling it. Sometimes you see babies are very quiet, like this baby here. There's so many children I'm seeing here. So what is happening is that family, the previous family that it was connected to, are sending very loving and pure thoughts to that soul. This is all like an invisible energy that is happening. So when we're offering Bhog, what kind of thoughts will we create for Kiranbhai? Because we have to, it's like, how many of you use WhatsApp? We all use WhatsApp, no? The message from my phone, does it go directly into your phone? Does it go from my phone directly into your phone? No. The dynamics there are also, the message goes up to a satellite. From that satellite, it goes into your phone. Did you know that? So this is what we're doing today. Our messages are not in the phone. Our messages, our thoughts are within the soul. And we're going to send them to that supreme power. Not just an energy, a power. And that power, with a lot of integrity, will send our message to Kiranbhai. He will not add his own bit into it. Without adding anything, the message will reach Kiranbhai. And not only will Kiranbhai feel comforted, guess who else will feel comforted? I will. Because we also need comfort, no? This gives a lot of comfort that the soul is eternal. The soul does not die. The soul is, in the Gita there are 3 words. Amar, Ajar, Avinashi. Amar means immortal. Ajar means ageless. The soul does not have an age. And it cannot be destroyed, Avinashi. You can't burn it, you can't melt it, you can't cut it, you can't do anything to it. These are the words in the Gita. Nadalti and Nagalti and Ajalti and all of these things. So after we've done our sacred ceremony of offering bhog, because food plays a very big part in our life. Food nourishes the body. But what nourishes the soul? Food can nourish the body, but what's going to nourish the soul? Pure thoughts, powerful thoughts, positive thoughts, these nourish the soul. Yesterday somebody was saying to Sister Jayanti that they have good thoughts, but they're not able to put it into practice. They're not able to bring it into action. The pure thought just remains a pure thought and that's it. So what is lacking at that time? Why am I not able to bring my pure thoughts into practice? And Sister Jayanti said, determination. So when I lack determination, I am not able to bring my good thoughts into practice. Supposing I have the thought that I want to wake up early to meditate. We go to sleep with that thought that tomorrow I'll wake up early and do meditation. I'll do half an hour, I'll do 20 minutes. And then the next day, what happens? How many excuses come up in our mind at that time? Lots of excuses. I'll do it later, I'm tired, I'm this, I'm that. So we are full of excuses. This has also become a habit, a sanskar. Today, in a few minutes when the bhog tray comes, let's honor Kiran Bhai by one, remembering his specialities, and secondly, it's like when you do something in someone's name, you're doing it for them specifically. Let us decide what we're going to do practically for Kiran Bhai, so that his going away should not be wasted. It should not just be another statistic. But I learned something. One thing I would like to say is, when it comes to mental health, which is a big issue these days, it's when I lack aim in my life. You'll see when there's no aim, when there's no goal, when there's no purpose, then our mental health suffers. Because what happens at that time, we let the mind go wherever it wants to. We don't think that we have to focus the mind, that we have to guide the mind, that we have to, we think it doesn't matter. Wherever the mind wants to go, here, there, anywhere, hone do, jane do, karne do. So a goal, an aim is very important. I might not be spiritual, doesn't matter. But I should have some ambition, some goal, that's something I want to achieve, some focus in my life. That will really, really help in our mental health. You'll see that mental health means I start having negative thoughts, waste thoughts, when I don't have a goal. When I don't have something in the world out there, they say when I don't have something to get up for, then our mind suffers. Our mind needs nutrition. Our mind needs pure thoughts. It's malnourished. When somebody is malnourished, they need good food. They need healthy food. So the mind is very malnourished. It needs pure thoughts. I'm going to suggest 3 thoughts. And those 3 thoughts will first of all calm me down. Then, when I'm calm, then I decide my own 3 thoughts that I want to send to Kiran Bhai. So the 3 thoughts to calm myself down. 1, I am a peaceful soul. That is easy, no? I am a peaceful soul. Is that easy or is it difficult? Yes or no? I am peaceful? Or we're just peaceful in this building, but out there we're not peaceful? I am a peaceful soul. Second thought, I am a being of light. I am also an immortal, eternal energy. Third thought, I am energy, means I am consciousness, means there's life within the soul. Like a plant can grow, but it doesn't have consciousness. A plant doesn't decide what's right or wrong, what's good or bad. It's living, but it's different. We are living beings, but we have something called our inner conscience, and our inner conscience is actually our guru. It's guiding us. It's telling us what's right or wrong. So now we're going to offer bhog, and the food actually won't reach Kiran Bhai, but like how we are getting the fragrance of Kiran Bhai here, in the same way, that soul receives our honoring. That soul receives our pure thoughts. So we'll do that right now. It'll be in silence, the song will play.
ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज नहा ले, परम पिता का प्रेम पात्र बनकर तू शुभ वर पाले। ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, ओ किरण किरण को निरख नयन से, हो जा मन में मगन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, 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 अब चल कर ले मिलन। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। आती है आंधियाँ तो कर उनका खैर मकदम, आती है आंधियाँ तो कर उनका खैर मकदम, तूफान से ही तो लड़ने खुदा ने तुझे गढ़ा है। ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, साथ है हमारे वो सर्व शक्तियों से जब साथ है हमारे हर काम उसके रहते हरगिज़ हुआ पड़ा है कभी हारना ना हिम्मत का कदम बढ़ाओ कभी हारना ना हिम्मत का कदम बढ़ाओ हजारों कदम बढ़ाने वो सामने खड़ा है ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है मेरा खुदा बड़ा है मेरा खुदा बड़ा है मेरा खुदा बड़ा है
We're going to watch a slideshow of Kiran Bhai.
your bright eyes and your smile. A while now since I've touched you. Your love is in my heart. Each day passes by me. Your bright eyes and your smile. A while now since I've touched you. Your love is in my heart. Each day passes by me.
I'd like to invite friends, family to come and share any experiences, any memories they would like to share that they've had interactions with Kiran Bhai, or any impressions that they remember very fondly. So would you like to go first? Who would like to go first?
Good afternoon, everyone. I know Kiran for the last 20 years. We used to work as a physios in India, and I know him for last 15, 16 years in UK. So he is always my best friend. I always remember him. He's a very good friend, good father. Sorry. It's been almost a year. Last year, at the same time, we came here for his funeral, and it's been almost a year, but I still can't see the fact that he's not here anymore. We still think he's around us. Whatever I do, I always, whenever I pass Leicester as well, I always miss him. He's always there with me. Thank you.
Would you like to come? No? Would you like to come? Strong group of friends.
Hi, my name is Singaya, and I have a great relation with Kiran, and I will always call Kiran bro. So I know him last 15 years, and I always call Anna and bro all the times. Yeah, brother. And he is a great emotion. Like if you see him, and we had great memories of our life. And after the family, he is the only more connected to me last 10, 12 years. And he shared everything. And so he carried all emotion. Like if he likes someone, like own family. So it's a very strong bond with us. And even we lost it almost a year. Still, we can remember his memories pretty much very often, even sometimes every day. So it's a great loss for me, and whoever friends he like me. So we can't expect like we don't have a words to express to him. Such a nice personality we have met. And he is very ambitious, like he want to do something, and he always be helpful. If someone is in really trouble, he will always be in the front row. Yes, I can do something for him. Okay, and for him, he saw his career because he play a lot of roles in career as a physiotherapist, as a business, and he's a quick learner. So you can't imagine if you see the one page, he can read and tell you straight away. So such a great memory, and it's very unfortunate. For last 10 years, we had a very great rapport. So he can share every moment, and he passed the very hurdles, like long journeys, like he's been diagnosed with other serious illness. And he faced all the problems. He's a brave and very talented person I ever met. So it's a great loss to me and the friends and family. Thank you.
Anybody else will come? You want to come? Would you like to come? You're shy or you're emotional? Come, it'll be good. It's good to share feelings. The purpose of the soul, it actually wants to share. See, what are we doing all day? We're sharing. Like if we have a very difficult morning, like we get up late and, we burn our shirt or we spill the tea, we tell 10 people. You know, we tell whoever I had such a terrible morning, I did this happened, I missed the bus. So it's very necessary to share and not to suppress, not to, hide our feelings. And so if there's anything you would like to share, any sisters, anybody, come. Would you like to share something? It's family, come. You're shy? At the back? Come. Because Kiran Bhai is listening.
Hi, my name is Bindu. I'm Kiran's family friend. And there's so much that we can talk about Kiran. It will never end in one day, or it's always there. Even now, if I speak to my friends, within our circle, the conversation wouldn't end without at least one quote from Kiran. He's such a fun-loving guy, and his sense of humor is amazing. And throughout the time we spend, it's just laughs, nothing else. I know for the last 7-8 years, the life has been ups and downs. Still, the smile hasn't faded away. It's really amazing to know him as a person and the family. We are for you, we're there for you. And yeah, thank you.
Anybody else? Would you like to come and share anything? Would you like to come? Would you like to come? No? Then you don't have to come here. I can bring the mic to you. Huh? You want to say?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming here. I have known Kiran for the past 20 years. I've met him in India, actually, for the first time. He was my examiner. When I was in third year, he was an examiner for my exercise therapy when I was doing physio. I was very impressed by the way he spoke and the confidence and everything he had when he was as an examiner. But I couldn't forget the aura he had when I saw him first time. But again, after I got married and came to UK, I've met him again, and it was a surprise to know that he was my husband's best friend. Actually, I was quite happy to see him the second time. I don't know how to say things about him, as a lot of people said that he's been very talented guy, very articulate, and fun-loving, caring, best cook, and the best friend. I know my husband actually, he still can't, he's still grieving. It's been a year. Whenever he speak about Kiran, he always has like a very painful voice. So that's how we've had an impact in our lives with him. I know it's as sister said, we have to send good thoughts, but I think it's quite difficult for us. It's been quite painful as well since he's been passed. But we are trying our best to be supportive to Shanti and Tanvi. And we're always there for you both. Whenever there is a need, we are here to support you. And we cherish the memories rather than grieving, I would say. But from now on, I think it's been hard, but he always been remembered as the best friend and fun-loving and caring and very talented guy, as I've known him so far. Thank you so much.
You want to share something? Come. Come. No? You want to share something? No? Anybody want to share? Any memories? Any interactions? Okay. So now we're going to hear a few more minutes from Sri Devi. She knows Kiran Bhai also very well, and Sridevi lives in Oxford, our retreat center in Oxford, and Sridevi was instrumental in giving knowledge to Lakshmi Ben and Kiran Bhai. And actually, when this building opened 8 years ago, they were the first ones who came to do the course here. Yeah. So while the building was in still happening, nothing was systematic, no systems had been created or anything, but they were doing the course at that time. And so Sridevi, if you'd like to do a meditation, and if you'd like to share about Kiran Bhai also. Thank you. There's a mic on the stage.
Om Shanti. Good to see you all here. As Induben said, we came here many years ago. I don't remember how many years. But yeah, when this building was still under construction. 8 years.
2014.
Okay, thank you. So myself and Lalit Bhai, we are a couple. So we both came here. We stayed here overnight, and we did, as he mentioned, they did a crash course of the 7 days course. And yes, Kiran Bhai was a very lovely person, very calm, very quiet, and at the same time, he was very inquisitive to know what, why, about the knowledge that we are sharing. He asked so many questions which are very much related to bhakti and gyan. So patiently, Lalit Bhai explained so many things, and he was satisfied with that. And of course, Shanti Ben, as you all know, Lakshmi Ben or Shanti Ben, she too is a very lovely person, very quiet, like her name Shanti. So yes, 8 years. And but it's unfortunate that he passed away, but hope he'll live a better life now. And that's it. Thank you all for coming. And let us remember his good attributes, his good values. Thank you. Om Shanti.
We'll do a special meditation, not just for Kiran Bhai, but for ourselves also, because it seems as if we are also in need of that calm and peace and that contentment. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share a few thoughts. And if you want to, you can follow those thoughts, or you can create your own thoughts. I'd like you to keep your eyes open, because one thing we have to do in life is we have to face reality. And when we face reality, we have to keep our eyes open. We can't put our head in the sand, we can't pretend or ignore it didn't happen. We are facing reality, and there is dignity also. We're not losing our calm or our cool or anything like that, but sending our love to not just the soul of Kiran Bhai, but anybody you feel who is in need of pure, peaceful vibrations. I, the being, the master, the driver of this physical body, I am seated in the center of the forehead. This is my throne. This is my permanent seat. Whichever physical body I am in, my seat, my throne, is always the center of the forehead. And we mark this place by doing a tilak. I, the driver, I decide the direction of my thoughts. My thoughts are specifically for Kiran Bhai. Kiran Bhai, initially we feel that he's very calm and peaceful. And then, when we get to know him better, then we see how much knowledge, how much information, how much curiosity Kiran Bhai has. I, the soul, with a big heart, a generous heart, whatever pure feelings, feelings of wanting to give strength, feelings of that may you be happy wherever you are. May you always be pampered, looked after, happy. That there is no inner turmoil so difficult in this world to be free from inner turmoil. But the energy, the vibrations of this room are reaching Kiran Bhai. It's as if he's present in this room with us and he's smiling. He's actually grateful for our invisible support. There's a saying, better late than never. And so, our invisible support today is better late than never. I am a child of God, And I have pure thoughts for my brother, my friend. My thoughts are that wherever you go, you will give only happiness, because that's what you did in this birth. You gave happiness. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So now, because we've offered pork, we've offered food for Kiran Bhai, we will make our way downstairs. There are ushers who will show you. You leave from those doors at the back, and we will eat what is call it bhog, or even Brahma Bhojan. Food that's offered to God, it's not called food anymore. It's called prasad. And I know for a fact Kiran Bhai loved Tholi, prasad. I remember on occasion, Kiran Bhai used to share recipes. You know, he would tell me, this is better, this is what you should do, try this way. I don't know if any of you have this experience. He was very interested in cooking. And so I remember Kiran Bhai would also bring things here for Baba's house to use, rice and these kind of things. Always with a generous heart. Whether he understood the knowledge or not was irrelevant, but that generous heart was always at the forefront. Any help you need, anything you need, I am here. And so now we can eat, not just in remembrance of Kiran Bhai, but it's like we are grateful. We are blessed that we know such souls who have big hearts and an open mind. Om Shanti. Yes? Guide you out here. Om Shanti.
From England? Yeah. Thank you, Lalit Bhai and Sridev Ben and Harika Ben, Hindu sister, for teaching me Kiran Raj Yoga. So it gave a bigger picture of understand the soul's journey and the reality of life and the ability to stand strong for life's challenges. So thank you all. And thank you all the guests for coming over. Thank you for sharing your thoughts as well. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming.